Time to consider as an auto-destructive art piece meant to give a qualitative aspect to time via quantitative means. It allows the observer to evaluate the time they spend in the virtual world versus the real world. So how does it work? The user group downloads a Chrome extension that is able to track Zoom login and logout times. This data is then collected and sent to a Firebase database. This database is being constantly read by an Arduino that activates key functions of the clock. Here, we can see the destruction of function of the clock in action via how many hours the user is logged in Zoom. This clock is meant to represent the self-destruction of our mental states when we spend so much time plugged in and in our own virtual reality of Zoom as we're not able to connect with each other during this pandemic. The second feature of the clock is monitored by the user group pushing a button as they leave the house. This is then uploaded to the database and activates the spray paint function of the clock. The creation part of this clock is made to represent the times that we get to leave this virtual space for the real world. This is the time when we get to go outside and spend time with friends, breathe some fresh air, get to unplug for a moment or two. The data being shown by this clock really hits home that we are close to the light at the end of the tunnel during this pandemic. Based on how much the clock has spray painted itself versus destroying itself over the course of a few weeks, it shows that we're starting to reconnect with others, starting to go outside, enjoy our time more, and unplug from our virtual reality.